Yeah, yeah. That's how you test if you're recording. Uh, you you rub your finger on the microphone. But anyway, yeah. So this is Pete. The 31 Days of Dread. This is gonna be day 16, and we're doing back to back Netflix movies. We're talking Babysitter right now, available on Netflix. Let's hit that music. Yeah, wow. Let's we're talking about Netflix being on the roll here. Cause just to review, Mark and I discussed Gerald's Game. We both enjoyed that movie. I still have yet to finish watching it, but based on what how he described how that movie wraps up while I sat down with him, I don't know. Like Gerald's Game seems like it veers into too fantasy or too just separates out of reality like too much. But I'll eventually check it out. And then the previous movie, Day 15, was Little Evil, comedy, a horror comedy that is making fun of the Omen franchise. And before that was The Omen 4, The Awakening, made for TV movie, a continuation of a major film franchise. First time that's ever been done. It might have been the first time it's been done since. Anyone that's got information on that, has there been another major film franchise continued on TV television? Omen 4, The Awakening might be it. But yeah, so we're talking. We're talking about Babysitter from Netflix, and another director people love to hate, Mick G, and he's been behind some really cool things. To me, he just makes cool things. Like not even on the Michael Bay level. I think he is when it just comes to like if there's such a thing. I'm struggling for words here because we're in the 6 a.m. hour. If there's like a aesthetic to storytelling or direction for storytelling, and what the umbrella is, what the theme or like of the story, the tone. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. He's a notch below Michael Bay. Michael Bay adds a lot of depth, a lot of nuance, a lot of deep characterization within his movies, and on top of it, he adds these very like simple type humor. Simple is a bad word. I'm struggling for words here, and I'm congested. And Dallas is sleeping in his cat tower, looking out the window, checking out checking out birds whenever he hears them flat by. But yeah, so why are we talking about Babysitter? I don't know. I think this movie is awesome. Mick G has made a must see movie. Like this movie, I just want to watch it. I gotta pack it in. I gotta go into the office, but I want to watch this movie as soon as possible, right away. I love the kid in it. Everyone in this movie is just awesome. The kid's just fantastic. So much of this in the beginning, especially in the beginning, this movie was a really big callback for me and my sister and I because yeah, she and a couple of the other like girls from the neighborhood, but mostly my sister, protected me from like bullies in the neighborhood. And man, like that messes with you. Just having like a sister, like knowing you're like a man, like knowing that you should be able to take and throw a punch, and you should be a little bit fearless. These things society teaches us, shows us, displays us, and you're not doing it because you're afraid, and your sister is the one to protect you. And this movie really drilled into like that memory for me, and just pulled it out of the grave, and just reminded me that yeah, I owe a lot to my sister She kept me clean. That's a bad. But yeah, so overall plot for Babysitter. Okay, so this kid gets this idea that his babysitter is having sex while he's sleeping, and he decides to stay up and see what's happening. And it turns out that he wakes up, or gets up from his fake sleep and witnesses a satanic ritual for everlasting life. And his blood is actually a part of the ritual. But believe it or not, they just need his blood, of a pure innocent. Not it doesn't, like, I gotta watch it again to be clear, but I don't think they have to sacrifice him, which is kind of cool. They just need his blood. But from there, it becomes a chase movie. And why this is so important? It's a chase movie in a house. Okay, so horror movie convention, limited setting, done masterfully. Mick G showed his chops with this freaking movie. It's a studio shot movie, meaning that every time it's nighttime, we're inside of a giant warehouse, but we literally have a chase scene that is escalating within a single location. So again, anyone out there that has film ideas, that wants to do things, that thinks they need caterers and a big production and multiple sets and even like a complex shooting schedule, no. Like, look at McG, look at 30, look at McG's Babysitter, look at this movie, look at 31 Demons, even look at the Bunnyman Massacres, which is our day one of the 31 Days of Dread. It's I would love to say look at Clown, but Clown jumps around too much. But you can also look at Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates is another great example of a limited set production. But yeah, so marching on, we have people trying to kill this kid. The police are called, the police are dealt with, and that scene is out of the way real quick, and you're kind of like, whoa, like, all right, the cops already showed up. Where are we going from here? And boy, does this movie have a cool ending. Like, holy crap, it has a cool ending. And it's also like a definition of a little bit of the like naive, like how naive you are when you're younger to what you don't grasp, to the concepts that are alien to you. And you know what? Here's the crazy thing: these concepts that this kid is discovering in this movie, you out there, when you reach adulthood and you do these things and you heightened. When you heighten your threshold for happiness, meaning having families and doing things within your job and career, you lose what this kid gains by the end of this movie. That is lost because you're giving a lot in life. You're giving all of yourself away, but you're not staying true to who you are. I call it surrendering. And this movie is a reminder of what not to surrender, what the attitude of surrendering is. And holy crap, that struck home. And yeah, so Netflix is kicking butt, man. Like, $10 a month, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. Oh, I can hear my congestion now. But yeah, so we have good blood, we have funny blood. We have spiders, we have crawl spaces, we actually have a treehouse death in this movie, that's a little bit horrific. I would say we have horrific visuals, but not the movie itself isn't horrific. So this is right. It's not quite Little Evil, it's a little bit more serious than that. But dude, I love this ending, and Mick G has a love of classic cars, and yeah, this movie gives it to you. So you gotta do this. You gotta do this for me, everyone. Just watch this movie and hit me up. Let me know. AKAPAD13 on Instagram, AKAPAD on the Snapper chat. Snapchat just literally crashes my phone even at 30%. I don't know what is happening. It's driving me nuts. Facebook, Peter A. DeLuca, Facebook, AKAPAD. I am out there. You can probably just Google me. Subscribe, leave comments for this. With I think SoundCloud is the best platform for comments within a single track. But yeah, this is it's a joyful movie on every single level. Again, McG knows how to shoot people, and everyone's a model in this movie. So if you love beautiful women, if you love, hey, Jason X2, full of beautiful women. If you love beautiful women, you gotta watch this movie. And beautiful women is a part of horror. And I don't know who to do this, but it has Mr. Sixpack. He's like a college quarterback. Mr. Sixpack is in this movie. Fitness definition right there. Hey, let's go out. Let's eat our kale. Let's carve up our abs, everyone, because it can be done. It can be done. Okay, because I just watched a movie where the dude is shredded for almost the entire movie, and movies take more than one day to shoot, so he's shredded for a couple months. But yeah, McG, we gotta talk about McG before we bail out. He's behind another. If we're talking franchise killing films, Terminator Salvation is one of those movies. Movie was so hyped. It came out in 2009. Christian Bale. Geez, I forget the guy in that. Sam Worthington. I always pronounce his name right. Let me go right here. Starring Samuel Worthington. Yeah, and again, they try and bring back the Terminator franchise has had 3 franchise killing movies. Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator Genesis. Salvation. Excuse me. I think I saw Salvation 5 or 6 times in the theater, and that's because I was heavily dating at the time. And one of them was for this younger kid from the comic book store days that needed a night out. Because he kind of had a messed up family life, and Terminator Salvation was just a movie that we could go see, so we saw it, and then really went on a spiral. I was seeing that movie like once a night, just jumping around on dates. So I know Salvation very well, and it's just because of repeat viewings it grew on me. I love the look of the movie. I just wish the story and the arc was a little bit more impactful, and I think they had an opportunity to veer off from the standard characters, and I think they missed an opportunity to introduce new characters, and new characters is what is severely lacking in Terminator period. They're locked into the Schwarzenegger Terminator, John Connor, and Sarah Connor, and Reese. So it's actually probably the biggest franchise that is a limited character franchise, and it suffered for it. But regardless, I remember McG discussing how the film processing was for Salvation and the look that he wanted, and they were running it through silver twice to get this green. This almost like platinum looking, or like overpass. If you're into Photoshop, the overpass filter, they wanted to get that effect naturally when they processed the film. And Salvation was like a really big effort on this effect. And hey, like sometimes movies aren't perfect, but you can always get good takeaways. I think some of the concepts of the Terminators in this, and they expanded the Terminator mythology, because there was different types of Terminators with different purposes. Like there was a little bit more of a lore with these Terminators than in other movies. Actually, in all of them. Yes. So, they added to that, definitely. Which is funny, like they don't add much to the individual characters that we enjoy in Terminator, but they did a very good job at adding to the Terminator machine lore. But so moving on, McG did Charlie Angels 1 and 2. I remember seeing Charlie Angels 2 in the theater, and I love the heck out of Full Throttle. It's just like this explosive music video with just endless hot chicks and cool action scenes. And I always liked the villain in that. He was like this Irish guy with a faux hawk. Always wanted to be that guy. He also he directed We Are Marshall. It's a football movie. I'm usually drawn towards football movies. This is one of the ones I haven't seen, but I'm pretty sure they die at the end. It's kind of like a Hoosiers thing, and I don't want to watch movies like that. This Means War. Let me see what that came out in 2012. Oh yeah, This Means War is a fun movie with Reese Witherspoon, Chris Pine, and Tom Hardy. I love this movie. Spy comedy. 3 Days to Kill. I had to look that up. I'm very interested in 3 Days to Kill. Kevin Costner. It looks like it's a revenge movie, and he's wearing a white collar shirt on the cover. It's a black and white type movie poster, but it's also produced and written by Luc Besson. Fifth Element, Taken. Yeah, Luc Besson is behind some really cool action movies. There was a Paris movie he was in with John Travolta. I think it's called From Paris with Love. Luc Besson's like becoming more and more one of my guys. I still haven't seen Valerian, but I'm pumped to see Valerian, despite what Mark says. So we have 3 Days to Kill, 2014. Charlie's Angels, just to give a little bit of reference, came out in 2000. So he's been making movies for 18 years. So we got 3 Days to Kill, and then we have The Babysitter, 2017. And this movie, too, has an incredible poster artwork. And I don't know, like, I guess, is that the one drawback? Is this the one unintended consequence from a Netflix taking over, rightfully so? Is what do we do about these movie posters? Like they create great thumbnails, but can I get this? I would own this movie poster. I think the artwork and the it's not even like a red. It's like a deep fuchsia single tone poster. Like I don't know. I would be all for it. Hey, can you guys hear Dallas? He's going crazy for food. For more food, because he already ate this cat's crazy. He eats so much. I can't even I can't even comprehend how he people say the same thing about me. I think Dallas is a spirit animal version of myself while I'm still alive. Okay. But yeah, so you gotta go see Babysitter. You gotta go through McGee's movies and appreciate what he does. Look, he also create. I think he created the or revitalized or reintroduced the action TV show. And by this I mean in 2002. Like during McGee kind of had real momentum, but it was a show called Fastlane. It was on Fox, and it was a car action driven show. It only lasted 22, 23 something episodes. And this led the way for shows like Strike Force or Strike Back on Cinemax, and even the current Lethal Weapon series, which McGee directed 2 or 3 episodes of. But bringing like a real action aesthetic to network television was not really conceived, approached, or done before. Like A-Team, Knight Rider, yes. I'm sure there's other ones that were one season that are long forgotten. But those are the standouts. But he definitely brought his look to television, and he did some good things. I mean, he's also one of the producers behind the OC. I would say very influential for only 4 seasons. Definite bang for the punch. Supernatural, he's one of the producers behind Supernatural, which is his entire aesthetic as almost like a Monster Hunter Van Helsing type show with these 2 dudes. And dude, that show is from 2005 to now, and so the guy has chops. He's definitely an idea machine. He knows how to get his aesthetics into other filmmakers and projects, like his look, his feel. So take McGee off the hook, appreciate his movies, and know what his intent is for these movies. But do yourself a favor. Watch Babysitter and then watch it again and develop a drinking game. I say this a lot, but I don't. Hey, alcohol is just amazing. So develop a drinking game around Babysitter, and let me know what that drinking game is, because I want to play it. Maybe we'll live stream it. But yeah, signing off. Everyone, have a great day. Have a wonderful day. 31 days of Dread. Signing off.